It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
I'm Ernie Johnson here again with Kenny the Jet Smith and Shaquille O'Neal. This NBA season rocking right along, and we're loving every minute of it. And tonight, it'll be the Houston Rockets going up against the Utah Jazz at Energy Solutions Arena. Well, for the Jazz, relative to last season, their record at this point, not quite up to par. They're looking for answers, looking for improvement as the season continues. And a chance in this one to get a look at the NBA's leading scorer. Freak has just been incredible so far this season. Just defies description. Do you see him holding onto the scoring title this year, Kenny?
Well, a big thing for Freak is trying to avoid the stat-chasing things that a lot of former players tried to do. Just getting his points. Now, if he just comes in and plays the way he's been playing, then he will be that guy.
Well, let's go to the big stat chaser. What do you think about Freak's year?
You know, it's never easy to hold on to the scoring title. You know, teams start to double and triple team you. I can remember one year, Ernie, I was averaging 29.5. David Robinson was averaging 29.3. I play a game. All I know is he scored 71 points against the Clippers. It was the last game of the season. He gets it. Freaks has all the skills to keep up the scoring like this, but Kenny's right. He can't chase the stats.
Well, I'm glad that we could open up that old wound on the Admiral.
Sure did. Yeah. Thanks, David Robinson. Don't let me see you in San Antonio.
Shout out to the Admiral. Here's Kevin Harlan with the call.
Remember the Alamo.
And now, your Utah Jazz starting five. Man in the middle, at 7'0", number 24, Jeff Whitney. Guard line, wearing number 3 and 6'1" from Michigan.
Take it to him, let's go. Let's go.
On the guard line, wearing number 10 and 6'6" from Colorado, Alec Morris.
Come on, get ready. Win. Yeah, come on.
Good work. At the small forward position, standing 6'8", number 20, Gordon Hayward. Starting at forward, number 15 and 6'10" from Georgia Tech, coach of your home team. Ladies and gentlemen, your Utah Jazz.
"2K Sports" checks in with our loyal viewers with a broadcast from Utah, downtown Salt Lake City, Utah, the home of the Jazz, Energy Solutions Arena. The Utah Jazz come into this one following a loss to the Golden State Warriors.
Guys, it was like there was a lid on the basket in that game. No matter how many plays you make at the defensive end, hard to overcome such a lack of production offensively.
Well, you know, the high-quality shots were few and far between for them, guys, and they have nobody to blame but themselves for that. You've got to do a better job of working harder to put up points.
Now a chance, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. The starting five on the floor. And so in the game for the Rockets, Harden and Ariza filling out the perimeter. JaVale McGee is out there with Monty Eunice, and it's Foster in at the point guard.
And they get the first bucket.
And they'll hope that sets the tone at the offensive end going forward. It doesn't always work out that way, but better to start fast than not.
Now, here's Burks. He had an 18-point outing in the last game against Golden State. Pass to Foster. Ariza with it, and Burks picks him up defensively. Eunice has a screen for Freak. Shot clock at 6. A shot by Harden, wide open, and another 3 for Houston.
A good open look, and he splashes home the 3.
It's been a slow start here for Utah. 6-point game. There's the pick. Hayward dishes to Withy. The basket good off the assist from Hayward. Just over a minute and a half played here in this one. And Freak throws it down hard.
And what a beautiful way to polish off that sequence. Just strong at attacking the rim.
That just puts a little more momentum on their side, don't you think?
Absolutely.
The defense got to tighten up now. I mean, you can't have the opposing point guard throwing down on you like that.
Special thanks to Kia for that sweet Kia Slam Cam replay.
That's how to make your mark on the boards with an emphatic finish.
Oh, Clark, he was savage on that second opportunity.
And really, those types of possessions, guys, can be really demoralizing for the defense.
That's good. Eunice has got his first bucket of the night.
They're off and running. Good start here. They've knocked down 4 of their first 5.
Favors with a screen on Foster. Here's Burke. McGee with the block. They get it back. Utah shooting their initial free throws of the game right here. And that one falls for Favors. And so Favors nails both of them. Rockets have gone 4 of 5 from the field so far. Now here's Freak. Burke covering. And it's Foster finishing it off.
And, folks, he does more than just put 2 points onto their lead. He does it with a little bit of flair.
He sure does. You're right. It's a dazzling move to the bucket for him.
I'll tell you what, he may not be the biggest man in the league, guys, but he's more with amazing aerial skills.
On the break.
Yeah, you know, that's what we call seeing and feeling the game. Excellent read of the ball was going. That's stuff that you often...
He used that pick to get in close. Now 6 points for Derek Favors.
You can't afford to get him that kind of a look.
Well, you know, he came off a good screen, but still, as a defender, you've got to do a better job of fighting over and through that.
Now here's Burke after Eunice's miss. Burke with it, now defended by Freak. Here's Hayward, and foul called as he misses. He'll go to the line and shoot 2.
And with the offense getting right to the rim, at least they saved the layup.
Old school D right there, just telling them no easy layups. It's as simple as that. And that's what you expect from them.
Rockets leading by 4. There's a good screen. And Foster kicks to Harden. And it's Houston with another.
I tell you what, guys, it's going to be a tough day on this defense if he's got the A game rolling tonight.
Utah has gone 0 of 2 from deep here. A moment to check in with Doris Burke. Doris?
I caught up with the head coach for Utah. This is their first matchup of the season against this squad, and he knows the shot blocking in the middle will certainly be an obstacle. But he said, quote, we've got to remain aggressive and continue to attack. Guys, he said that putting their bigs in high pick and rolls and shooting the open jumper with confidence will be key. We'll see how they do.
All right, Doris, thanks. Well, guys, they're thinking mainly about how to tackle the defense they're facing.
And that's got to be the focus. It takes a lot of game planning to come up with ways to put points on the board consistently against these guys.
And we know this coach is very comfortable game planning. He'll have a lot of ideas of how to attack this defense today.
Just 3 to shoot. And it's out of bounds. Utah able to retain possession here. And the Jazz with some changes. Turner's checked in for Hayward. Hood comes in for Alec Burks. And it's Exum in for Trey Burke. And a switch here also for Houston. Capella's checked in.
All right, fans, I want everyone here in the arena to get on up out of your seats and make some noise for your Jazz dancers.
And let's review some numbers for free. First in scoring, first in assists, And, of course, he's the #1 shot blocker in the league. Just imposing presence inside.
And I tell you what, his scoring abilities are almost otherworldly. I mean, no one's been able to slow him down or even come close.
Trevor Booker, he's checked in now for the Rockets. Johnson comes in for Trevor Ariza.
And, you know, coaches just love players who they can count on to give that effort defensively.
And he clearly is one of those guys, Greg. We saw it right there. Nice work forcing that miss.
Now, here's Exum. Currently averaging almost 6 points a game. They set the pick. To the inside. Here's Withy. And that comes off the assist by Exum. Withy's got his second basket of the night.
Crisp pass into the paint.
Johnson the screen on the wing. Harden. Foster passes to Capella. And that one's good.
And the game plan is clear. Work the ball inside.
And it's working for him, Greg. You like that initiative, not settling for stuff on the perimeter.
The Rockets making a switch here. Beverly's checked in. Now, here's Exum. Pass to Hood. Shot off the screen. Here's Withy. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Withy's got 6 points. Rockets leading by 4. Freak with it. He had a 36-point outing in the last game against the Warriors in Oakland. And a foul on the shot. He'll go to the stripe for 2. The first trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
And, you know, something I remember from their last game was how good he was at the line.
Yeah, I agree with you. I mean, he attacked, got to the line a bunch, and cashed in on his chances. And I like the fact, guys, that those numbers have gone up since last season. I mean, he said free throw shooting was an area he was looking to improve, and he has.
Shabazz Muhammad's checked in for Withy. Now here's Favors. Here's Turner. Quiet so far offensively, searching for his first points of the game. Here's Foster. Wow, and that sort of showmanship is just deflating right now to a team trying Clark to get back into this game like this.
Yeah, definitely a jam with emphasis. A big apostrophe or exclamation point. How about maybe even a question mark, partner?
Yeah, I would have to say there are a lot of questions right now from a defensive standpoint. That's for sure.
Rockets leading by 8. Beverly dishes to Foster. Johnson in the corner. He feeds it to Foster. He kicks it to Beverly. Lets it go from deep. And another 3 for Houston.
You know, there's no better sign of how efficiently a team is operating than their assist numbers. And theirs are fantastic.
Just beautiful when they play the game like this.
Now, here's Exum. Over in the corner, Turner. And that comes off the assist by Exum. Turner's got his first 2 points of the night.
All right, fans, I want everyone here to get on their right seats and make some noise for your Jazz Dancer.
And now let's turn to the 2K leaderboard for a look at the squads that have the most points in transition over the past 10 games. The Rockets #1.
I mean, tough to maintain this kind of pace over a season. But let me tell you, they are really running right now.
And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Beverly. Now we get a chance to check out the standings out west. Already we're in December. You look at the Rockets. They like where they stand right now, perched in that topmost position. And, of course, Utah, 6 games out.
And seeing where Utah is, this hasn't been the breakout season that many were predicting, but they're still very much in the hunt for a high postseason seed, and that will keep them focused here during the season's final stages.
And they need to stay focused. I mean, they have to ensure they hang on to a high seed. It's imperative for them.
And here's Freak after the three-pointer from Evan Turner. Johnson sets the screen for Freak. Fires the 3. Johnson can't get it to go. For the Houston Rockets, they won their last contest in that game against Golden State. Exum kicks to Hood. No good with the triple.
You know what, though? Sometimes you can be too open. I think it may have surprised him, and that's why he missed.
Pass to Booker. The tray. And that one's good. Booker's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball.
And the story here, Kevin, early on is how well they've shot the basketball.
Very high percentage so far, and if you want to start a game hot, that's the way to do it.
Here's Muhammad, and that comes off the assist by Exum. Exum's got 4 assists now tonight.
Took advantage of some shoddy defense there. They've got to at least get a finger on it.
The basket's coming early and often in the first quarter. Rockets lead by 7. Stay with us as we get set to bring you the second quarter right after this. And Derek Favors known for his work ethic, and he talked about his focus on developing his skills.
I just want to get better. I just want to keep improving as a player throughout the year, just get better, keep making strides, and keep getting better in every aspect of my game.
Well, the desire is there, and sounds like the commitment that he's showing is to how far, Greg, you think he can go?
Well, you talk about
good substitution here. Capella's checked in. Trevor Booker comes in for Monty Eunice. Johnson, he's checked in for Trevor Reese. And Foster subbed in for Patrick Beverly. The forwards are Hayward and Favors. Pairing up in the backcourt, Trey Burke and Alec Burks. And it's Withy in at the 5 spot. That's the group right now for Utah. And Doris Burke has something for us. Hey, Doris.
Well, Kev, Freak in the last matchup against the Warriors had a huge game. He finished with 36 points and also had an incredible amount of assists, really setting his teammates up every minute on the court. Just numbers that really jump out at you in a box score.
All right, Doris, thank you. It really was a stunning performance. He was at his absolute best in that game.
And if he can come anywhere close to another performance like that here tonight, it would be amazing.
Yeah, it really would be, because you know now the defense is going to be focused squarely on him. They're going to make sure that he doesn't beat him again. The past few weeks, you can see how Utah stacks up. First in opponent field goal percentage, third in opponent offense, and they're a top 10 team in three-point shooting.
And go back to their top-notch defense. They just smother you and impose their will on you. A lot of nights it seems like teams don't even know what hit them.
Looking at who's out there now for the Jazz. Hood comes in for Burks, and it's Dante Exum in for Burke. It'll go. The Rocket lead is cut down now to just 3 in the basket from Favors.
And fellas, in this quarter, he's improved on what was already a very good performance in period number 1.
Stolen by Exum. There's the pass to Hood. And so he draws the foul on the shot and trip to the line to shoot 2. The Jazz have put up good numbers at the charity stripe, converting 6 of 7. Evan Turner, he's checked in for Utah. Both good from the line that time.
And that's another area where he is just a superb player. Excellent at the free throw line.
Freak with it, now defended by Exum. And so he earns a trip to the line. Officials saw the contact, and he'll shoot 2. For Houston, they have shot 80% from the line tonight, going 4 of 5 so far.
And when you got a team percentage of about 81%, you're going to be one of the elites in this league.
And guys, that's a pretty good improvement over last season.
Favors with a screen on Foster. Exum passes to Favors. And that comes off the assist by Exum. Exum's got assist number 5 here tonight.
They're in the position they're in right now, thanks in no small part to the show that he's putting on in this period.
And he hits it and gets hacked on the play. A 3-point possibility if he can convert the free throw.
I tell you, he has some impressive moves in his repertoire. That's as good as it gets, but just one of many.
The Rockets have missed a few free throws up to this point, shooting 4 of 7 from the foul line tonight. That's going to be over and back. Not watching for the line that time. the Houston Rockets, they come in off a good outing against the Warriors in Oakland. They set the screen. And here's Harden for three. Utah with the rebound. Withey's got 6 rebounds here tonight. Hood dishes to Withey. Here's Favors. Can't hit. So Houston will take it the other way. They've led by as many as 11 points. This is their first chance this season playing the Jazz.
And they really took care of business against this group last year, winning the season series.
Exactly. 2 top teams in the conference. They want to continue that success this season as they look long-term towards playoff seed.
And he lobs it up toward the rim. Oh, and they get in the way of the alley-oop. Not to be. Good play defensively. Over in the corner, Turner. The Jazz with another miss.
When he's wide open like that, he'll rarely miss those.
And a wide open look for Freak. And that one's on target from the wing. Foster's got 16 points.
And when they've gone to him, he has come through big time. You got to keep getting him touches.
Johnson against Turner. To the paint, puts the move on. And 2 free throws coming up as he misses that one. Drawing the whistle and a lot of contact there.
What a game for Favors. He has 18 points, and he's been a good on-the-ball defender, too. He's got a pair of steals.
Yeah, he's just made a lot of very heads-up plays, and his defense really has been a difference maker.
And Utah making a change here. Muhammad's checked in. Let's quickly bring up the 2K leaderboard for a look at the top free throw shooters among point guards. 4th, Freak.
Well, if these guys can get to the line, there's not much question what the outcome's going to be. So it sort of prevents the D from being as aggressive as they'd like to be against them.
Yeah, because of their shooting ability, they get a little more space than the average point guard. Maybe they'll miss a shot from the floor, but if you send them to the line, those points are almost guaranteed. Oh! Talk about putting something extra on it. That dunk was way over the top.
Close game or not, Clark, he's going to finish firm when he gets the space.
I'm startled that he would even try something like that at this stage of the game.
Favors with the screen. Hood. But they'll get another chance. And Muhammad has it in the corner. Another miss by Utah.
He's got to be disappointed with himself on that one. He has got to knock those down.
It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock in game.
The ball, sticking too much.
And Foster kicks to Capella. Ball's knocked loose. Clock at 6. Now here's Exum. Guarded closely. Favors with the screen. Out to Turner. Here's the 3. The shot is off. And so it's a close game as we wrap up the first half of basketball. The Rockets on top, up by 4. And time now to go courtside as we send you over to Doris Burke from the sideline. Doris?
Well, what a great job you did, both moving the ball and passing it and scoring it. What has been the key for you to this point?
I've just been trying to take what the defense gives me, really. I know I can't just try and go right at them every time, but if they give me a look, I'll shoot it. Otherwise, just trying to keep the ball moving.
Well, thank you for your time, Kevin. We'll see what the rest of the league has to say about that.
Thanks, Doris. And we'll be back shortly following halftime to get the third quarter started. Both sides looking to pull away in the last half of the game. It's been a clinic out there by Derek Favors.
Unbelievable the way he dominated that offensive glass in those first 2 quarters. Just a great effort for him for the entire half.
Guys, you've heard me say it before, but persistence pays. And it takes that kind of persistence to be a successful offensive rebounder. As a fellow glass eater, I know of which I speak. Those guys that rebound effectively don't give up on it.
So on the floor for Houston, Harden and Ariza filling out the perimeter. Moniunas out there with JaVale McGee. And it's Foster in at the 1. They set the pick. Dishes to Harden. Feeds to Foster. And he dunks it down.
And you can sense the momentum really starting to swing their way.
Yeah, they're taking charge here. I mean, there's no question about it, Greg. And the lead, I think, is just going to continue to grow and grow from here. He didn't get to that one quite in time, Kevin. Those can be tough to gauge sometimes.
Kicks it to Ariza. And stolen by Burke. And now Utah, fast break. That one's in there. Rocket lead is cut to just 5 on the basket from Hayward.
Well, that fast break went according to plan.
Yeah, nice job there, Greg. Recognizing the opportunity was there to push it, and then excellent execution.
Now here's Freaks. Burke covering. And it's Foster finishing it off.
And how about a little bit of showmanship there as he increases the lead?
Oh, I like that. That's got to be, though, a tough pill for the defense to swallow.
Well, he's a guy that you know can hurt you with his passing, and right there, he does some damage with his finishing, too.
And that one's good. Burke.
That makes 3 in a row to start the second half.
Rockets leading by 5. There's the dish to Moniunas. The feed to Foster. Ariza sets a screen for Freak. Ariza has the open look. Hayward grabs the board.
And you really thought that was going to be a gimme, but unable to convert.
Yeah, and a little self-talk, angry self-talk for himself after that miss.
Shoots from the baseline. Burks can't get it to go.
And good defense there to play up and get a hand in the face.
Well, he's got a tough mindset. He's confident as a defender. And when you combine those two things, it makes it real hard to score on him.
For Houston, they have gone 6 of 9 at the line.
What a performance from Harden here. He has 15 points, and he's picked up 6 points from behind the arc.
I love the rhythm his outside stroke has produced today.
Lovely dish by Columbus's own Trey Burke.
Foster passes to Harden. With nobody on him, he parries the jumper. Harden's got 5 points now in the quarter.
I mean, he was great in his last game, Clark, and clearly he has not lost that love and feel.
Burke kicks to Burks. He dishes it to Withy. Now, here's Burks, guarded by Harden. There's a screen. 4 on the clock. 3-pointer. It's rebounded by Houston. Following this one, they get to host the Mavericks. That game is the first and last of their homestand. There's the triple. Can't get it to go. Now the Jazz take it the other way.
He's still looking for his first 3-pointer of the second half after making just 1 in the first.
And Hayward gets it to go.
And the crisp passing has opened things up for them offensively.
10 straight points off assists. That's very impressive, and it also makes the game easy and fun to watch.
Now here's Freak. Not a lot of room. It's deflected. And here we go. Burke heading to the hoop. That one's in there. Rocket lead is cut down to 4 on the bucket from Burks.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
You know, the defense, Greg, has really been kept off balance because of the outstanding passes. 4 straight field goals have been made off an assist.
Moniunas kicks to McGee. Houston moving the ball around. They blow the whistle just as he gets it off. That's 2 points with a chance for another one at the stripe.
Man, he's having quite the quarter, converting at a really high percentage.
Patrick Beverly, he's checked in for James Harden. For Utah, they've gone 6 of 8 on field goal attempts in the third. A 75% clip. There's a good screen. Here's Burke. Hits the front of the rim and out. Houston leading by 7. And it's Foster missing.
That's the kind of D you need when he's got the ball near the hoop. They were all over it.
Burke dishes to Burks. Pass to Withy. He feeds it to Burks. 4 on the shot clock. Lets it fly from 18. It's rebounded by Houston. Foster's got rebound number 5 here tonight.
It just hasn't been a very good day for him, guys. They need him to start burying some of those.
And Beverly kicks it to Foster.
Who's watching here?
Passes it to Matajunas. Stolen by Withy. And here's Hayward. 8 points for him. Favors with the screen. Burke to pass to Hayward. Utah needs to get off a shot here. The basket counts and one. He'll go to the line. So Utah with a change here too. Favors is checked in. And then for Houston, James Harden. He's checked in for Booker. And Foster subbed in for Ty Lawson. Favors with a screen on Beverly. Here's Hood. The Jazz again can't hit it.
And he's really having all sorts of problems with his jumper right now.
Yeah, big time. I mean, the words that come to mind, ice and cold and disappearing stroke, all would apply.
Here's Foster. And the rejection by Favors. And that's it for the third quarter. Both teams scoring well as we head to the fourth. Rockets lead by 6. And we'll have the start of the fourth quarter for you as soon as we get back from this short break. And thanks for joining us again as the fourth quarter of play is set to get rolling. It's been a close battle to this point. Rockets leading by 6. Pairing up in the backcourt, Trey Burke and Alec Burks. Down low, it's Hayward and Favors. And it's Turner in at the 3. That's the group right now for Utah. And it's Foster missing. Utah shooting here about 46% for the game. Hayward kicks to Burke. Outside Turner. Goes up from the top of the key. It's rebounded by Houston. They've led by as many as 11 points. And Foster kicks to Ariza. And he floats in for the easy 2. Credit the assist on that one.
And I love the fact that he didn't have to slow down or adjust there. The pass was just timed perfectly.
Here's Burke. And that one hits back iron.
That's exactly how you have to defend him. He's a guy that the D needs to be aware of at all times.
Foster dishes to Matajunas. Harden with the screen on Turner. Foster passes to Harden. Can't make good off the pick.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open.
A shot by Hayward, wide open. Matajunas grabs the miss. Matajunas has got his 3rd rebound on the night. Harden, and he was fouled in the act of shooting. Chance here now for a 3-point play.
Another gap in the defense found there, and they've really had their number today.
Jeff Withy, he's checked in for Turner. And a chance for just a second now to check out the scoring breakdown for the Rockets.
Guys, the passing we've seen from them has been tremendous. Very unselfish.
And also, I think it's really led to the rhythm and confidence you've seen from long range tonight throughout the entire game.
Hayward's got space, and he sinks the shot coming off the strong pick.
He's been much more effective in the second half than he was in the first.
And we're about 2 minutes into the fourth quarter now.
Stick it too much.
Pass to Foster. He kicks to Matajunas. Houston moving it around. And Harden with the basket on the assist by Ariza. Harden's got the lead up to 11 now for Houston.
And just a little bit ragged defensively there, Clark.
And now Doris Burke has an update from the sidelines.
Yes, guys, over that last break, I listened to Utah's head coach address his team. He is not pleased with the score and implored them to try to make a push right now, saying, "We don't have time, fellas. If we can't make a dent soon, I'll have to pull the plug." Pretty blunt, Kevin. Back to you.
You know, that's hard to explain, that play. I mean, I guess he thought he had more room than he did.
Rockets leading by 11. Now Foster. It's Ariza on the wing. And there's the pass to Harden. McGee sets the pick for Harden. Here's Foster, and he dunks it down.
And how about a little bit of showmanship there as he increases the lead?
Oh, I like that. That's got to be, though, a tough pill for the defense to swallow.
Well, he's a guy that you know can hurt you with his passing, and right there, he does some damage with his finishing, too.
Here's Burke. McGee with the block, and he gets it back. And can't hit the shot, but they're saying he got hacked, so he'll head to the free throw line.
You know, I love how he absorbs the foul and still had a chance to knock that one down.
Boy, terrific play there. I thought even with all the contact, he still was going to get that shot to go down.
And another miss. Oof, he's having a really ugly game.
Yeah, about as ugly as you can have, you're right. And now Utah, fast break. And there's the whistle, fouled hard on the shot. He'll go to the line. It's going to be on James Harden. And the first one at the line is good.
2 shots.
Burke hits them both.
Of course, he didn't have an attempt there in the first half. He's hoping to be a little bit more active and aggressive here and draw some fouls here in the second.
Now here's Freak.
Move the ball.
Dishes it to Ariza. Feeds it to Foster. Kicks it out to Ariza. The fader. Poke loose. Jazz trail by 11. To the inside. Hayward. Good D by Ariza.
That's a surprise. I mean, really out of character for him to miss when the defense is not right up on him.
Here's Foster. Good. It's Harden with the assist that time. Harden's got 5 assists in the game.
It seems that every pass they make is leading to a score here. I mean, that's just exquisite ball movement.
And that's because the ball is looking for the best shot, and it's really paid off for them during the run.
Kicks it to Burke. Stolen by McGee. Oh, and a fast break for the Rockets. Here's Foster. And another 3 for Houston.
Back-to-back threes for him. The defense is slacking off a little.
You've got to respect that 3, or she'll give up points in a hurry.
Favors with the screen. That's good. The Houston lead has cut back down to 14 on those points from Burke. Burke's got 5 points in the quarter. Here's Foster. And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here.
Talk about being on his game. Look at the numbers for Freak. 34 points, and what a game he's had passing the ball, too.
I love the fact that he plays for his teammates, really spreading the ball around, getting everyone involved.
Burke kicks to Favors. Doubled by Foster. Over to the left wing. The feed to Burke from outside the arc. And again, it's the Jazz from deep.
Wow, has he flipped the switch at halftime. Much more effective here in the second half.
Now here's Freak. Burke covering. Now the dish to Foster. And stolen by Burke. Hayward outside. Puts up a 3. Can't get it to go. Good D by Ariza.
Not really his best quarter as far as scoring. Let's see if he can eventually get back on track.
Burke with it. Out-defended by Freak. Burke's shot is good.
He didn't have a single point in the first half. Bagel. 0 points. Nada. But he's starting to get into the groove here in the second.
The Jazz making a switch here. Hood's checked in. And a switch here also for Houston. Capella's checked in. Rockets leading by 11. It's Harden with the drive. And it's good. Fought through contact. It's the shot. He'll go to the free throw line.
Not fazed at all by having a bigger defender on him down low. And I really thought he would be.
You know, at first glance, you wouldn't think that he'd be comfortable in that particular situation. But, boy, I tell you what, he didn't look like he was out of his element at all right there.
Houston's gotten off 4 3-pointers in the final quarter, and 2 of them have fallen. Here's Foster. That's good. Foster's got 38 points.
And they're really in a good position here, thanks in part to the way he's been able to score the basketball.
Favors with the screen. Burke. And that one comes up a bit short.
Hey, they got the shot they wanted off of that pick, but it just doesn't fall.
Yeah, it didn't go down, but you'll take that shot every single time, Greg. That's good offense.
And here's Harden for 3, and the shot is good. Harden's got 11 points in the quarter.
You know, it's really hard not to notice the difference in the passing of these two teams today.
Yeah, it's a stark discrepancy when you look at the assist columns and you see that difference as far as the fluidity in their respective offenses.
Hayward. And a foul on the shot. He'll go to the strike for 2.
Looking at the game for Hayward, 10 points and 5 assists. Passing and free throws, those are 2 areas where you love to get production.
And I like the fact that he's been a positive player all day. Hasn't had a lot of errors in the game.
Rockets leading by 17. Freak with it.
Move the ball and stick it too much.
1:36 left in the fourth quarter. Off on the layup. Moving it up. Favors, dishes to Burke. And Capella sends it back.
And so just rolling to the finish line now in what has been a very confident-looking performance for the Rockets.
When you consider the difference in their field goal percentages, the other team has to be happy that this wasn't a bigger loss. This team was on fire.
Yeah, you know what, Kevin? It's got to be frustrating to shoot so poorly when the other team is on fire.
So looking at the season total, this will be their 17th win.
And what should be an exciting 4-game season series between these two teams, they have to feel great about taking this first one tonight against the Jazz.
And what a huge standout performance it was for Freak. It was the kind of game for him that all scorers dream of, where the basket seemed as wide as a barrel.
On the wing, Johnson. Shot clock at 6. Houston needs to get a shot off. And Freak gets it to go on the assist by Johnson.
Wesley Johnson.
Foster's got 40 points. There's 47 seconds left to play here in the fourth. Pass to Lyles. Now here's Muhammad. Defense right on him. 6 to shoot. A leaner. And the rejection by Harden. He dishes it to Foster. There's 18 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. There's the killer two-handed slam.
That one will seal the deal there. They've exploded here at the end.
Boy, I love the serious killer instinct they've shown, finishing strong.
Here's Exum. So we see the Rockets taking the win here. To come into an opponent's building and dominate the way they did tonight says, I think, Greg, an awful lot about this team.
I guess they don't need home cooking to feel at home. I mean, Kevin, just a masterful performance all the way around.
And a chance now to send you over to Doris Burke, standing by on the sideline. Doris?
Well, once again, you filled the box score up. Yet another triple-double. How many more are we going to see this year?
I guess however many games we have left on the schedule. That's your answer. Hey, I might even get 2 triple-doubles in one game. I don't know if that's possible. I'll probably do it. I'm going to call it a double, triple-double.
Kevin, back to you.
All right, Doris, thank you. Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and Doris Burke, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for watching the NBA, presented by 2K Sports. Now we send you to the award-winning Ernie Johnson, who's standing by in our studio.
The 2K Sports post-game show.
Welcome back, Ernie Johnson, along with Shaq and Kenny the Jet. Let's quickly move forward now to the presentation of our Jordan Player of the Game, Freak. He had just an outstanding fourth quarter performance. he really had the fire lit under him, and down the stretch, really having a huge impact on the outcome of this game.
When Freak puts it all together, it's no contest to who the best player on the court is. He was outstanding tonight. His feel and understanding of the game were on display.
He was up to every single challenge he faced tonight. He was in such control of the ball game. His showcase of his skill set was awesome.
And that wraps things up, folks. Thanks for joining us. For Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny the Jet Smith, Kevin Harlan, and the rest of the 2K Sports crew, I'm Ernie Johnson. Good night, everybody.